All right, so this is actually really funny and super interesting, but we're gonna have a serious discussion here about a very serious issue that I thought I'd talk about. So, Kyle put out a video. This video is entitled "Tucker and Rave Dubin's Deeply Disingenuous Response to Controversy." So, in this video, he breaks down both the unearthing of horrifying statements made by Tucker Carlson in the past, which were unbelievable, by the way, where he says that Iraqis are like semi-literate monkeys and that women should just shut up and listen to what they're told. And then he also covers Rave Dubin going on the Tucker Carlson show and, deep throating him, basically, and giving this ridiculous defense. So in the midst of this, in response to the quote from, Tucker Carlson that basically, Iraqis are semi-literate monkeys, he talks about, because he actually makes a statement about the toilet paper, and I believe it was something to do with the way that they go to the bathroom. And so Kyle responds to this, and he actually throws in his opinion. He literally goes for like a solid 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes, just straight up talking about how to clean your ass after taking a shit, which is a conversation to have. But he actually says he uses flushable wipes, and he endorses them and recommends his followers to get flushable wipes. Now, apparently, there's actually a problem with that. But first, I want to show you the video. Check it out.
Damn. All right, so let's go through this. First of all, the toilet paper point is hilariously wrong because it's actually almost like an open joke around the world how horrendous the sanitary habits of Americans are, because Americans usually just use toilet paper. Places around the world they wash. There's a lot of bidets in Europe, for example, but elsewhere too. There's a lot of countries, most countries, almost everywhere except the U.S., they literally wash their ass after they take a shit, where you use water and you clean it. And somebody made a good point. I saw it on Twitter. They're like, if you're changing a baby's diaper and you get shit on your arm, will you just wipe it off? Will you just take a piece of, a tissue or something and just wipe it off? No, you're probably going to actually wash. You're going to put it under water. You're going to use some soap. You're going to wash it because there's shit on your skin. But for whatever reason, Americans, generally, when they go to the bathroom and they use toilet paper, they think oh, that's clean. When other countries are like, no, I'm going to wash that area. Now in the U.S., I don't know, almost any places in the U.S. that actually have bidets to wash properly. So, a little life hack for everybody out there. Buy some flushable wipes, because then you're actually cleaning the area and you're not just using toilet paper. So it's hilarious because it's very myopic and really dumb and ignorant for him to act like, bro, we're better than other places because we're really sanitary. We use toilet paper. When everywhere else in the world is looking at us like, you fucking idiot. You guys have the worst, ass wiping routines of almost everybody in the world. And here you are acting like we're so superior. That's very Tucker. That's very Fox News bubble-ish, because it's just you got it exactly wrong, but yet you're so smug with your claim. Okay, that was a random side point, but I thought that was really indicative of everything he was saying here about how wrong he is. Because, and I'm not trying to play
So I mean, almost basically everything he said there was pretty much right, of course, and we're gonna get into that in a second. I've got quite a bit to say about that, but he said there that flushable wipes. He literally recommends his fans to buy flushable wipes. Because of the inefficiency and just downright embarrassment of just how well the, just toilet paper on its own works. But, I was reading the comment section of this video, and a bunch of people were commenting yo, dude, flushable wipes aren't actually flushable. They're terrible for sewage systems. And it's not like your pipes are going to get clogged, but the overall sewage system is going to get clogged and backed up, because those flushable wipes, and actually I think there's an Adam Ruins Everything video, I watched part of it, and it makes sense. If the flushable wipes don't dissolve the way that regular toilet paper does. The wipes don't actually dissolve that way. So people are saying like, yo, this is not good for the environment and it's bad. So Kyle actually got debunked by his own fans there, and definitely schooled me, because I mean I certainly didn't know that either. But I don't use flushable wipes. But so that was what was super interesting. A bunch of people in the comment section were like, "Yo, Kyle, don't flushable wipes." Some people were saying throw them out, but that's a pretty tough process, though. You put them in a garbage bag, and where are you gonna have the garbage bag? That's not really an efficient way either. So I say just ditch the flushable wipes altogether. And so here's what I have to say. Okay, is that it is utterly insane that in the United States we are the commonplace. I mean, I've never seen a bidet in my entire life, by the way, guys. Never seen one my entire life, okay? Not one. And so basically a bidet is it comes with like this little thing that just shoots water up your ass after taking a shit. And the purpose for that is you can't really clean your ass after taking a shit without actually wetting it. And that, and Kyle actually brought up a good example of that. He's like, if a baby takes a shit on your arm while you're changing a diaper, like a piece of shit gets on your arm, you're not just going to fucking grab a paper towel and like take it off and be like, all right, I'm good now. No, you're going to wash it. Especially, oh my God, think about how disgusting that would be. And you do that on a daily basis. It's crazy. You just synthesize shit from your ass, and you're supposed to just use toilet paper to clean that up. How are you efficiently cleaning your ass if you're just using dry toilet paper? You're not, because it's impossible to get all of it. It's literally impossible to fully clean it. So what I actually do is I'll use both dry toilet paper in a combination with wetting toilet paper and using that as well. So I'm not using flushable wipes or any of those like baby wipes, because those don't flush, and also they're, too expensive and whatnot. But I think that's the most efficient way, except for the way of a bidet. And this is why, similarly to Medicare for All, I think we need a hashtag bidets for all, man, because, and apparently they're like $30 or something like that. And also, I think if you spend a pretty penny, like $300, you can even get one that has an ass air dryer. So you can wash your ass, and then on top of that, you can even dry it too, which is like, damn, that's a full kit, man. That's certainly worth the $300. You know what I'm saying? So, but the one thing I don't get is I don't see how you could fully clean your ass without some sort of a wipe, because when you wash, like you've got to like, wipe some shit off. But it would be very, you don't need to use that much toilet paper in that scenario. But the fact that we don't have, universal bidets, the fact that we don't have like bidets is commonplace in the United States, and I guess they use it in like the rest of the world. I don't think they do in Canada, because I've been to Canada, but I guess in other countries in the world they use it, in European countries, as well as, I guess, I don't know, maybe China, Japan, other countries have this. But the fact that we are still we're expected to clean, after taking a dump, you're expected to clean with just toilet paper, is absolute fucking insanity, okay? And so I know this is super random, but it's certainly something that had to be stated. But hashtag bidets for all, because this doesn't make any sense. And it puts people in a position like where Kyle, where he's flushing, he's using flushable wipes, which I guess aren't actually flushable according to, the actual real information. I guess it's not, because it doesn't actually dissolve like toilet paper does. And that makes sense. It's a very easily understandable concept, and you can just do it yourself. Put in a paper towel into, or toilet paper, sorry, into water, a bucket of water, and then put a quote unquote flushable wipe into one, and see what happens. It's not going to disintegrate. And so that ends up clogging sewage pipes. Now, it may not clog your specific pipes, but it will, once it, kind of all culminates in terms of like all of the sewage pipes in a community, it certainly will end up doing damage to it. So it's, again, I want to just reiterate one last time. Bidets for all, because there's no way to efficiently clean your ass after taking a shit without washing. It is the most insane and disgusting thing that there aren't bidets like everywhere you go, because there's no way to actually clean your ass after taking a shit without wetting it. It's literally impossible. So I hope that the viability for a bidets for all plan moves forward. You know, Bernie Sanders needs to pick this up on his platform because it's certainly one that's a winning position, to say the least. You know, we've got Medicare for all, we've got free college for all, we've got, you know, Social Security for all is one I've even heard. You know what we need now? You know what we need now? Now we need hashtag bidets for all. Let me know what your thoughts are on this down below.